Hey guys, welcome back. We got another project here, and as you can tell, this is a Sunbeam Mixmaster Junior. This is sent in by Jerry, and this, believe it or not, this is 61 years old. They received this as a wedding gift from his wife 61 years ago, and he says it needs a new cord. So we're going to, of course, clean the whole thing up, take it all apart, make sure everything's clean in there. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's turn it off. I notice the handle's a little bit loose on here. Let's plug this in and see how she runs. Okay. No, it doesn't run. Alright. Well, that may be absolutely be a cord issue. So let me move this a little closer here so we can all see. And we start disassembling this and see what we can find. Alright, take a look at the gearbox here, and you can tell it's full of grease. Let me go ahead and just try and clean some of this off of here, and then get the gasket off of here as well, because we don't want to be getting this grease all over parts that don't have grease on them already. Let's get that gasket right out the way. Alright, I'm going to set this aside for now. Just want to see how it spins. Alright, it spins alright. I mean, there's definitely some drag on it, so once it's cleaned up, that will be a lot better. Now, we'll pop this out here. I do see a date on here. These little juniors almost always have a date on the bottom of this. All I can see right now is January. And it looks like there's only 2 to 4 screws here. And I've got to pull the little red thing off here, so we can take the handle all the way off. Now let's look at the date here first, and it looks like 1959. Yep, 60 years old. That's amazing. I get these screws out of here, and I'm not sure where the other 2 screws. I don't know if there's 2 screws down inside of here, or if for whatever reason they're just missing. But I do want to get this handle off. I'm gonna have to clean out like the inside of that and all this. Get it cleaned out, polished up. Alright. Screws aren't in there, so I'm going to have to find 2 screws to replace the missing ones there, because that's what was causing that handle to be loose. And looking at this, I mean, everything's still attached to the switch, so there's a good chance it is the cord. Once that cord's replaced, it may just work. Now, I can't even see the size of those nuts there. Alright, no luck finding a socket, so we'll just have to do it the tedious way. See if we can get our front plate off here. Alright, so this can be all cleaned up, degreased, and relubricated. Alright, so this is always the tricky part of these. These can be a bit of a pain to disassemble. Well, I gotta grab a chair here. Alright, so underneath here is the armature. It's underneath the spring. You got, or this fan. You got, this fan's got to come out, and you've got your armature there, and you've also got you can see the holders for the brushes right there. But you can't pull this armature out right now because the brushes won't clear the rest of the armature. So you know, there's, if this fan wasn't on there, you could actually undo those little locking washer things there that, you know, unthread those and end up pulling this whole unit out in order to, you know, pull it out in one shot and service it. It's a little difficult to get down there to that with the fan on. I mean, we'll give it a try here. Yeah, I mean, you can see I can get these to turn, so I might be able to actually do this. Alright, as you can see, they're actually loosening up pretty well here. Alright, maybe we can actually get something done with it then. As you can see, with those loosened up, we can crack loose our threaded rods here. Alright, so we got these out. So now we can work on getting our whole assembly pulled out of here. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see from that angle, but as you can see from this angle, the whole thing will come out in one shot along with the cord. Alright, there's a oddball nut down in there. No idea what that nut went to, but that shouldn't be floating around down the side of here. Alright, and it does appear everything is still connected here. So, not really sure what the issue would have been. We can take this apart, we can test the cord and test the coil and everything just to make sure. Let me just find my cutters. And I think I just found the socket that I was looking for. Alright, I gotta hunt up my cutters. Alright, well that took a bit of searching, but I did end up finding them. Interestingly enough, I left them in the last place I used them. I have just got done fixing a computer a couple days ago, and I had to replace power supply, so I had to cut off a bunch of cable ties. Alright, I'll be finding those later. Don't tell them where they went off to. Now let's go ahead. I can't pull this out yet, but before I cut this anymore, I just want to test this. And we just want to make sure we got continuity. Okay. Alright, so the cord's actually good. Everything looks good on it. Alright, so that means that we've got an issue somewhere else. So now, maybe we'll put this whole setup aside, out of my way. So now we gotta try to figure out what is actually wrong with this. So I'm gonna go and strip this back a little bit. Alright. Just enough to get some bare wire shown here for us. Alright. I really wish I had like some clips on these. Let me put this somewhere in the middle. And we have nothing. So, what do we do? Well, now we gotta try to figure out what part of this thing is not getting any love from the power. So let's try to get this fan off of here. Alright, and let's pull this armature right on out. Well, it's not coming out that way. That's interesting. didn't think I would have to disconnect these wires, but I probably should have just done this right from the get-go. Alright, so let's set that aside. I'm trying to figure out, why can't we get this armature out? Why are these coils here so compressed this way? You see, that's what's the armature's hitting on right there and won't allow it to move. I don't understand why they would be so compressed so close to that armature like that. There we go. Alright, well, at least now we got the armature out. You know, you can see there's really no wear on here. The brushes look good. There's no wear on that part. There, it just needs to be cleaned up and polished. But at least now, you know, we can get in here and we can take a look at what's going on with we'll just try to figure out where the issue lies. So it looks like we can test. Oh man, it's almost like a Monday. Look at this. I've already been out snow blowing the driveway, shoveling, all kinds of, you know, outdoor winter stuff I hate doing. But, you know, it's part of living in Michigan. Okay, so we're showing quite a bit of resistance there, 13.9 ohms. So that's on that one. What do we got on this one? That's 61. $35 and 5.3. So those all seem normal for, you know, low, medium, and high. Now, what is really interesting is if these were to be connected, and let's just connect them. Alright, so this should be, that should be high. Alright, so we've got a reading 31. Had a reading here. I just lost my. I can't tell if I've got this thing on the wires or not sometimes. Yeah, we're at like 49. Alright, so that verifies that there is current going through there. Means all the wiring on this part is good. Now let's take a look at the armature now. These all seem consistent at about 15.4. Yeah, the least one was 14.9. Yeah, I don't know, man. It must just been something. Must just not have been making decent contact. I guess it was probably where the connector was at. Then that's the only thing I can guess. Because yeah, everything in here. I mean, we've got a whole circuit here on low, medium, and high. Everything seems to be functioning. Still not understanding these all that much. These got to have a little bit more room, so they're not basically right on that armature. They weren't touching it, but they were a little closer than they needed to be, that's for sure. Alright, it's as simple as that, just to open it up. Alright, I'm going to get everything all cleaned up and degreased and ready to put back together here. I gotta pull the gears and shafts out of here, and then we'll get back and put it back together. Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, we've got this little Sunbeam Mixmaster Junior done. This is actually 90% done quite a while ago, but with the weather that we've been having and stuff, I was so behind doing other things. We had water frozen in a pipe out to the street that had to get thawed out. We had a pipe burst behind the laundry room. The washer froze and a part blew up in there. The heat issues. We've had just giant snowdrifts that were feet high that had to be cleared out. I mean, we just had so much crap going on here lately that it's kind of been pulling me away from trying to get some of this stuff done. But we have this done here now, and in talking to Jerry, he had mentioned that he had sent a cord with this, and that it was a computer cord that he'd want me to put on, but unfortunately what was in the box was this, and a VGA monitor cord isn't gonna do much for this. So I did get a new cord for this, and as you can see, we've got it all back together. New grease in it. The brushes were going to get everything inside cleaned up, polished up. And let's go ahead and let me move this camera back here so we can see. And let's go ahead and fire this thing up. And as you see, it's ready to go mix up potatoes or whatever. It's nice, quiet, runs good, and we'll get it on back to Jerry so his wife can put it to use. I'm sure she's missing it by now, and yeah, there was a little delay on it, but we'll get it back as fast as we can. So I'm sorry I didn't get to any reassembly in the video here. Like I said, I was so pressed for time trying to get this done with everything else that was going on. So, but now we've got done. We're all caught up. Washer's fixed, water's fixed, all that. We had to replace some insulation and drywall and everything too. So it's just, I hate winter. I hate everything that goes along with winter, but it is what it is. We'll have it for a few more months. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. We'll get back to those as soon as we can. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.